Today's box card is the pumpkin pie box card. So the pumpkin pie box card is from the Sweater Weather set on svgcuts.com. This card is actually a lot bigger than it was supposed to be. And the reason why is because this is what the envelope would have looked like. It was a tiny, tiny card. And the reason that it was so tiny is because inside the project, there's one piece that is the crust, and it was 15, oh, I'm sorry, I keep saying that, 11.5 inches long. And in order to make this card, you have to make this 11.5 inches long, but that gives you such a tiny envelope. So instead of doing that, I decided inside the Cricut Design Space to cut them apart. I added a piece on here to glue onto the other one so that I could make this card, and then I just cut them like this so that I can make this card that is a lot bigger. And I don't do small cards and especially I don't want to send somebody a card, charge them $8 for a card that's the envelope is this small. So I just decided that it would be better to make the card bigger, and I like it the way it is. I mean, the size that it is now. It's a small card anyway, and you know, most of my cards are about 7 inches tall, and so I thought it would be bad if it wasn't big. So like I said, the box card pattern is from svgcuts.com. Sweater Weather is the set. The pattern that they used is a plaid pattern, and this is a plaid pattern that I found on designbundles.net in a, I believe it was a August plaid, or not August, what was it, Harvest or something like that, plaid set. And I just like this, the way this pattern looked. I thought it matched pumpkin pie a little more. And I added this white piece. They didn't, I don't know if that came with a white piece to write on. I know that on the SVG Cuts listing that she put a stamp on here that, I'll show a picture. It said something about, you know, Hello Pumpkin or something like that. And so I I don't do stamps. So I have a button, and I'm gonna put the button on the front, and it'll just say Happy Thanksgiving. And I think that'll be just fine. And then when you put the envelope in the card, you're probably wondering that because it looks like a, you know, a solid piece. So you just, you know, put it in the card like, or in the envelope. I don't know why I said card. In the envelope. This folds like an accordion. So that makes it fold flat, and put it in the envelope like this with the cream kind of sticking out so that whoever receives it knows that the cream is going to stay inside there. And then just leave this open, fold it a little bit, but don't fold it so much that when they open it, it won't close. And if whoever receives this gets it and it's not closing properly, they can just put a little drop of glue in there, or they could just put a long paper clip in here that'll keep it on. So, because see, I've already been folding it so many times that it's not staying on. So it's better if you let the person who receives it fold it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started making this card. Okay, so here are the tools that I'm going to use. I have my Elmer's Craft Bond Tacky Glue,
which I'm using in here because this glue has gotten to the point where it doesn't have enough glue in it, and it takes forever for it to get from here to here. So it's easier to just use this, and also because of the tip. I have my Zots for my button and my button, and this one is Two Pilgrims. It says Happy Thanksgiving. And then I have my double stick glue, or my double stick tape, and my scissors for the envelope. Here are all my pieces, and this is not going to be a very difficult box card to put together. So I'm going to put these two together first. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that on the the score. Yep. Okay. I had to add more glue or more water because the glue was just too thick to come out of here, and it was making it really impossible to squeeze the glue out. And so far the extra water has not really affected my projects to the point where I'll have issues with warping. And that is an issue that I do have to worry about with glue, is will this glue warp my project? And if so, I don't know if I really want to take that chance. So it should be enough. So I'm just going to fold these down, and then fold this up, and then down, and up, down, so on and so forth. So that's the way it should be, like an accordion. And now, well, I'll just go ahead and put this piece on. I can, just so I know that this is the back, I'm just going to go ahead and put this white piece on. And this isn't really that necessary. If your pattern is bright enough that you can write on the back, or write on the pattern, or if you have a stamp, then you don't have to cut this piece. I mean, I don't remember. I don't think this piece was even included in the project. I think I remember that I had to actually create that by using the offset feature. So I'm going to put this aside too. I want to put this in place first. So my dog just opened the door and I can hear the TV, so I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, I don't want any copyright strikes from the TV being on in the living room. Okay, so that piece is on. I should remember to fold before I glue anything on, but that's fine. I'm just going to put the crust piece on first because it'll give me a good idea of where to place my pattern. So this is going to go on here like this, right against the edge of this, and it's going to be on the edge of this too. So I already know the thickness of that, so I'm just going to put the glue on here, then all the way down to the end. And then I like to look at both sides to make sure that there's not any glue sticking out the edge, but also I want to look at the other side to make sure that there's no craft paper sticking out this way, so it's flush against the bottom. Okay, now that that's on, I can go ahead and put this on. And this just makes sure that there is even space between the score and the top of this, and the crust in the bottom of this, and also the score on the left and the crust on the right. It's just got to make sure that there's a lot of space. And see, it kind of matches up. It's a little tiny bit off, but I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. I can tell. And then I'm going to put this one on this side, and then this piece is going to go on last. So just got to do the same with this and make sure it's up against the edge on the bottom. I don't think I've ever done a box card with an accordion fold like this before. And I make sure that it's sitting down flat when I put this on. That's good. And now I'm just going to fold this just a little bit like that so that it starts it. And see, this opens up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. This piece goes this way. And I can't pick anything up. This piece will go like this, right here at the bottom. So let me go ahead and put glue on that. And I don't know if I can pick it up now. Let me go like this. And I don't know what this silicone mat makes it difficult to pick little pieces up off the desk. Oops. And now there's glue on the frame. Okay. And this piece goes on, let me see. I have to get another card out to make sure that it's on the right way. Okay, so it's the sharper dip goes on top. So it's going to go right here. Oh, I didn't have to get the other card out to see that. I could have just looked at that. That's okay. There we go. These pieces are so tiny, or that piece is so tiny. All right, that's done. And so I just have to glue that on here. And the one thing about this piece that I was curious about, because I didn't, when I first put it together, I thought, okay, this card is self-explanatory. But when I got down to this part, I put the box together, and then I put the this piece together, and I went to glue the side flaps on, and I'm like, wait a minute, it goes right inside here, and it's going to go inside the one of the accordion folds, right? And this side is rounded, this side is not. This side has got a sharp corner. And so I went to put it in, and I'm thinking, where is that going to glue? So I had to go to her video again I had gone to the video to watch the pumpkin box card and the scarecrow box card for this set, and I was confused about how to get that inside there, and she said, you just leave it hanging in the wind. So that's just going to sit inside one of these accordion folds. So it just sits there, and when you have the card inside here, when you have, I'll use this one, when you have the when you have it in there like that, it just provides stability. So it just sits like that, and it just holds it up, I guess. So it's not really attached to anything, but you can fold that just so that it, makes like a, it holds it down. So I don't want to fold this one too much. I'm going to let the person who receives it fold it all the way down. So I'm just going to put it in here in the envelope like this. And I guess you don't want to put that inside here, because when you go to fold it flat, it's not going to fold really good. Also, I don't think that was inserted in. It's right up against the edge, so I don't know. It's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Zot on and my button. And I debated where I should put it. I don't know if it will be better on the top. I think on the front like this would be better. I think that's fine. And now I have to put the envelope or the button on all of my other cards, because I didn't put the button on any of these other ones. So now for the envelope. Oops, I'm clicking things. So for the envelope, it's just a regular standard envelope. Unfortunately, let's see. Yeah, see the way it looks, it's not right. This is supposed to go like this, and then you put the card in, and so this has to be like this. I don't like these curved, but you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way they meant it to be when they made this card. So this is a wide part, so I'm going to put the glue down on here and here, and then I'm just going to go all the way around to the top. Oops. And then this way. And then I've got the, because I don't like doing curves with the thick tape, it really could use the really thick one, but I don't like doing the curves with the thicker one, so I'm just going to use the thinner one. Here it is. So I'm just going to go along the edge of this. And that should do it. So that is my SVG Cuts Pumpkin Pie box card. I think it's a cute card, especially with the button. I think all the box cards are cute with the button. Oh, it can sit in there like that. It's not warping anything. So there you go. On to the next. The next video is my last Thanksgiving box card video. So I'll see you then. Bye.